Welcome back to Good Morning LaLa, and live from Los Angeles, Gina La Piana is in the house.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for starting our day with a little exotic dancing. Wait, no, ecstatic.
Ecstatic. Could be exotic too.
So
Ecstatic.
same thing. Right. So what is ecstatic dance exactly? How would you
It's just the way you move your body. You close your eyes. I go sometimes on a Wednesday night or a Sunday, and it's kind of like 5 rhythms where you just crank up the music and you might dance to hip hop, or it could be ethereal music, and you just go into your own zone, move your body in every way you want to, and you just leave it all on the dance floor.
You know who was big on ecstatic dance? Osho. He used to have dynamic meditations, and that was how they would enter into meditation. They would do ecstatic dance, basically to wear your body out and just let it all out, and then you would be able to meditate much more easily and effortlessly.
I've been one time, but I got to say I'm a salsa dancer, so it's a little weird. All the just the random stuff. I'm like, I just need some
structure. It's more of a structure.
So you obviously wear a lot of incredible hats. You're an actress, you're a singer, you're a writer. How do you stay balanced?
Ecstatic dance. Meditation is really important. I've been meditating for years. It actually found me when I was, I gotta say, 17, 18. I got my first show in LA when I was 15 on a show called Boogie's Diner. And so I kind of thrust in really fast, young, and I was having a lot of anxiety in the beginning. I was out here on my own. And so I was having panic attacks, anxiety attacks. And I really just prayed a lot about it. And one day, I just started moving my body in these different poses. And meditation really found me. And it was sort of the answer. And so I started my journey reading and all the books, Out on a Limb. I think Shirley MacLaine was one of my first books.
Wow.
Marianne Williamson.
Yes.
And a lot of Tony Robbins when I was young and running around doing his
Yes, that's right.
So you're also a comedian.
Oh gosh, yes. This is new. I think I was always a frustrated comedian, so I just started doing some stand-up, and it's been interesting. It's probably the scariest thing I've ever done.
Why is that?
Well, you just have to be so vulnerable. It's sharing your stories and kind of sharing the horrors of your life and making people laugh. I think the first show I did was my pain for your pleasure.
But isn't that funny? You do kind of have to laugh at some of the things we've been through, right? So what's some of the hardest things that you've been through that you're making fun of now?
I don't know if I can even. I'm one of those comedians. It's a fine line. It's a delicate balance, actually, and I've been fighting that. I had a few boyfriends who were gay and who I found out later while dating them. So it was all the interesting journeys of navigating that world.
Wow, that's interesting, yeah.
And it didn't actually turn me off. So I experienced those relationships. I was like, oh, wow, okay, this is new. Let me digest this and let me get my ego out of the way, and because I love you and I need to have compassion, and you're honest, you're being honest, so.
Wow, it's pretty amazing to me. I think most people would find that very impressive. And I would say that lots of the spiritual path, at least for me, has been about opening my mind and opening my heart more and more and more, and realizing that in that vulnerability, there's perfect power and security and predictability, right? Yeah. Has that experience for you informed the arts as well? Has it informed your,
Yeah, because I was extremely scared of it at first. I was raised Christian, and it wasn't something that my father would ever, openly approve of. So when it happened, it was shocking, and then I just kept breathing into it and learning more and exploring, and just getting past all the judgment. That was big for me. It's let's not put a label or put someone in a box. It's just because of, we all experience a myriad of things in our life, and this was just one chapter in their life. So I got to learn a lot about tolerance and accepting everybody where they're at. And I didn't stop loving him any less. So it was, and it did inform the arts because, there were 2 situations, and they were both big, amazing, bold, powerful personalities, big personalities, and very much pioneers in what they do. And so I learned a lot, and took on a lot of beautiful gifts from those relationships.
So tell us what you're up to now. What are you most excited about right now?
I have a show coming out called American Soul,
Yes.
as you guys know. It's actually my premieres tonight.
Oh, wow.
And woo, I'm so
Yes.
excited. Such an iconic piece of American history, Don Cornelius and the Soul Train legacy. 35 years that show ran. I mean, it's just so special, right?
I mean, that was a huge
Huge.
show for
It was.
Everyone.
We were
Yeah.
just talking about this Saturday, we were talking about that show, thinking that show was
Oh my gosh.
had an impression on everybody.
On everyone, yeah, it really paved the way. I mean, he was such a pioneer. I mean, he just blew it wide open and started shows like American Bandstand and paved the way, and really we got to explore so many different music genres through that show. And I was a kid, my dad loved Soul Train, so I grew up sitting by his feet. He's an amazing musician, a guitar, banjo, bass, and so he loved funk and soul, and we would watch Soul Train. He even took me to a taping.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I got to be exposed to Soul Train really young. Curtis Mayfield and Stevie Wonder, James Brown, Aretha Franklin. Got to see so many cool things.
We need to start again.
Yeah, and I got this audition in such an interesting time in my life because I was sort of confronted with this moment. Do I want to stay on the trajectory that I'm on with acting? And I've been doing this since I'm 15. So I didn't know. And I just had said a prayer. You know, God, I was just in escrow on a new house, and I wasn't sure moving to North San Diego was the right thing to do. So I said this prayer: if this is the right thing for me, you know, don't let me keep the house. Let me keep the house. And if not, then please show me that I can continue with my career in a powerful way, doing something that matters to me, that I really connect with. You know, and I got this call on a Saturday. I lost the house, so I cried. And then 2 hours later, I got the call from my agent saying, "Get on a plane and get to Atlanta to
That's
do
how it happens.
American Soul." So
That's incredible.
it was awesome. Yeah,
I love
it was
that
a blessing
story.
and a
So
gift.
great.
Yeah.
So tell everyone what they can look forward to with American Soul.
Yeah, I'm excited. I really don't know. They've been so private, a little subversive on on keeping things under wraps. I'm playing an attorney in the early 70s, which is incredible. My backstory is that I was one of the elite women that they actually did a huge article on called Women Unwanted. In 1964, a group of women graduated Harvard. And it was really a time when there weren't female attorneys. It was really shunned. And my character was originally Sandra Jacobs. She has her own practice. And I can't give away too much about what she's doing on the show, but just such an empowering role. Yeah, to play a woman in charge and controlling her own destiny. And so it meant a lot to me.
Wow, what an honor. Well,
Yeah.
looking forward to it. Tell people where they can find you, follow your personal story and the projects.
Thank you so much. I'm on Twitter and Instagram. Instagram is Gina La Piana 13. I'm the only GLP on Twitter. I'm working on a film. A lot of projects that I've written and producing, and I've got a collective of actors that I work with, and so I'm just getting us all up and running. A show called Our B&B Life, a film we're shooting in the south of France called Welcome to Wolfson Castle. So just very busy with a lot of exciting projects, and peace, love, and soul in honor of Don Cornelius.
Love that.
Peace, love, and soul. I really
Premiere
appreciate
of
you
American
guys.
Soul
Appreciate
tonight.
you.
We appreciate you. Congratulations on all your
Thank
success.
you so much.
Stay tuned. We'll be back with more on Good Morning La La Land.